Beauty Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Beauty Diaries with Namuri. My name is Namuri Adimegwu. Today we'll be talking about something that concerns the woman, something we all love doing. If you're a very fashionable woman, of course, we're all fashionable in our different ways. Now, today we'll be talking about wigs. There's this evolution of wigs in our society. It started long ago, but the way it is now, a lot of people are into the business of wigs, into styling of wigs, making of wigs. Before, we would always want to buy wigs from other parts of the world and not in Nigeria. But now, most of us are into wearing wigs. We'll be right back.
Beauty Diaries.
You're welcome back, I'm sure. We are now ready for the business of today. Talking about wigs, how to take care of your wigs, how wigs are made, and then the different types. Now, on the program with me today is the celebrity hair queen. Her name is Henrietta Edet Adimegwu.
Hello.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much for having us in your space.
Yeah,
Lovely
welcome
place
here
you have
today.
here.
Thank you so much.
This is where a woman would love to be.
I know.
The different types of hair.
Yes, we stock all types of hair here.
Okay, so before we talk about, wigs and, the other things we have lined up, let's get to know more about you.
Okay, my name is Henrietta Edet Adimegwu. I'm a trained IT consultant.
Really?
But of course my first love is beauty and hair, which I've decided to go full-time into. I'm a wife, I'm a mother as well. I've been running this business for about 10 years, so yeah. That's
10 years?
Yeah, 10 years, yeah.
So how did it all start for you? Because most times I interview people in the beauty industry, I've realized that their passion and their talent has evolved into a business for them.
Yeah.
So for you that, your background is different from what you're doing now.
Yeah.
How did it all start? Because there were times when we used to have Chinese hair and all of that. Nobody was selling Chinese hair or making wigs with Chinese hair.
I know.
So,
okay, hair has always been my passion. Right from university, I was selling hair, I was doing hair. And after I moved to England and I got back as an IT consultant, and I tried to get a job of my choice, but I didn't see anything I wanted to do here. And I decided to go back to my first love. So I went back into hair, and I'm so happy I did. I'm really happy at where I am today.
Okay, now the hair business in Nigeria especially is booming. Formerly you say someone has started the hair business. I don't need to start, the place is pros, just like the makeup industry.
Yes.
But everybody's striving in his or her own way on making sure that he or she makes something good out of the business of, hair, selling hair, making hair.
Yeah.
How did it all start for you? And what's your take on the industry right now?
Okay, presently, when I started, the industry wasn't very saturated. I started doing wigs at the time, and I know how challenging it was for me, because a lot of Nigerians, a lot of people didn't used to wear wigs. So a lot of people, I had to do a lot of convincing and all, which I stayed and talked to people about it. Everybody was all about hair. I want the weaves, and I was saying I want the wigs and everything. At the beginning, it was a little bit difficult, but as time went on, I moved in and I was able to stay in what I started doing. I was able to stay in the wigs, and I haven't looked back since then. Presently, it's a very saturated industry, and I would say the hair and beauty is a very lucrative business. It's very lucrative, especially if you know what you're doing. So for me, I'm here for the passion, of course the money making, and I enjoy what I do. So I haven't looked back, considering where I started from, and I know how I started.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, talking about money making, let's talk about the different types of hair, because the different types of hair determine how much the hair costs.
Definitely.
We have different types. Peruvian, Mongolian, you name it,
South Brazilian, Cambodian, there's a lot.
At the beginning, if I'm correct, it was all about Brazilian hair, and then the other countries brought theirs.
Yes.
How do you determine, or how do you know the real ones, and how do you know the ones that are good?
Okay.
I asked a lot of questions.
Okay. When it comes to hair, they're sourced from different origins.
Okay.
But at the same time, people still give the names different. I mean, they call the hair different, they give them different names and all. Initially, Indian hair was really popular in those days. Everyone used to talk about Indian hair. Indian hair was like the in thing. But as the years have gone by, people are able to source hair from other origins and other countries. Okay, talking about the quality of the hair, that's a big one. Because, I mean, I can spot good hair from a distance. But a lot of people may not be able, because in the beginning, a lot of times, every hair looks good. And then until it goes through chemical processes, washing, and then you strip it of what has been put on the hair. And then that's when the true test of the hair comes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I deal in quality hair. I source only quality, because for me, I would rather you have good investments for for what you're carrying, and then it lasts you for years, you know. Even though there are different varieties in the market, they're the cheaper end hair, they're the ones that are more affordable. Sometimes another thing to consider is how it lasts and everything.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you don't get good value for money, and people sell all kinds of things in the market today. So you may not really know, as a layman or a first-time buyer, you may not really know, but it's always best to go to trusted vendors. I mean, trusted hair sellers. Of course, you read the reviews about the hair, and then you see the clients, and then you actually see what people who have bought their hair, what they have to say, and then that would help you.
But do you think all of these reviews are true? Don't you think some of them would, pay some people to say, okay, do a review for me, just make sure, or just put it up online. That's what I mean, though, not one-on-one.
Well, that's true, and a lot of times word of mouth also matters. Yeah, a lot of my clients are word of mouth. I do a lot of adverts myself, but it's more like people would come and say, oh, I have a friend who's had your hair for years. I had a friend who I've seen with your hair. I have people who say, talk about your hair, and that's how it works. I think if you sell good quality hair, your work will speak for you. The quality will speak for you, definitely. Now,
talking about hair that, I have wigs that I bought like 4 or 5 years ago, I'm still using. Of course, that's quality, like you said. But when this hair business started, the hair makers, the salon owners, did not have a good time with it.
Okay.
So some of them decided, okay, let me make wigs. I'll start making wigs. And then they start making wigs, and nobody comes back to make more wigs. So to say, the business has affected the salon owners, just like natural hair. Everybody now decides, okay, let me start working on how to take care of natural hair. Since some people have stopped coming to relax their hair.
I know.
Do you have any review, or have you heard anything from salon owners about, wig makers or hair sellers?
Oh my God, all the time. The salon owners, the people who fix the wigs, they complain all the time. We don't have business anymore. Everyone is doing wigs today. No one wants to fix their hair. It's taking away the business. And the truth of the matter is that people have found out that wigs are more convenient.
Exactly.
More convenient. Exactly. A lot of times when you have a bad hair day, you just wear your wigs, and then you change your look, as opposed to I'm having this wig fixed, and I have this look for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks. With a wig, you can switch up your look in seconds.
But it's also very important for a woman to have good hair under.
Yes.
I'm not talking about maybe getting into a fight, but some accidents may happen, and the wig, goes off the head.
Yes.
And, you want to have something good on there. So it's very important as well for us women to make sure that we have good hair under. That doesn't mean you should not take care of your hair. Talking about wearing of wigs or not liking the wigs, we went into the streets to ask women, probably men also talked, on which one they prefer, wigs or just having their hair. Let's watch
Beauty Diaries.
you can't carry your natural hair all through the hair, so that's why I have my wig on now. Yeah, just change the look, just to switch up. But I prefer my natural hair.
I like my natural hair because I don't like using chemical products on my hair. And as for the wig, it's very easy. Instead of always brushing up, you just wear, pull off and keep. So the wig is better.
I'm comfortable more on my natural hair. As you can see, I have it natural. That's just necessarily because I like air, I like fresh air. I don't like anything being an issue for me. And that's it.
The truth is that I don't believe in what they call natural because no human being is natural. And I don't believe in somebody going out and say I have my natural hair. So I believe that in the world of cosmetics, every woman is beautiful. So I don't think my wife will go on natural hair or low cut or whatever thing you call it.
I like my own on low cut. Maybe because of the expenses, do you understand?
But as a person, I prefer a weave-on.
But I don't like a woman with weave-on. I like her hair being braided, you understand? Weave-on, to me, I don't fancy it.
I think I'm more comfortable with my natural hair. However, sometimes I want the wig. If I want to do braids, I prefer to just wear the wig because when I'm home or when I'm hot, I can always take it off. So I think it's more comfortable. Then I save time rather than having to sit down, and then I can always change styles.
I'm most comfortable with my natural hair because it's versatile in my own opinion, and I'm very pro natural hair, the natural hair movement. So yes, I'm most comfortable with it. I only wear protective styles. I only braid my hair when I have to protect my hair because of the weather.
Well, if you ask me if I love wig, I love wig so much. Like, it's so comfortable. Like with the weather and everything, after market, like my kind of business, after work, everything, I come home, take it off, and I feel like, wow. So wig is the best in the in 2018, trust me. Yeah.
Beauty Diaries.
You're welcome back from the break. I'm sure we had an interesting time listening and watching the different views about wig or no wig. Okay, let's go on now and talk more about wigs. This time around, we'll be talking about taking care of your wigs.
Okay.
Now, how do we go about it? There are ways of taking care of synthetic hair.
Yes.
Wigs and human hair. It's not enough to just pull up a wig and put it on your head and move on. You have to look good with it. So maintenance is also of utmost importance.
Yes.
How do I take care of my wig?
Okay, when you get the wig, I always advise to avoid the use of hair products on the hair so you don't get a lot of, especially oils.
Okay.
So sometimes a little bit of leave-in conditioner, but that's not like every day. And if you're very good with styling tools, if you can style it yourself, some people are good with straighteners and the curling tongs, so that you can do yourself if maybe you want the wig looking all fresh and new again. But once the client isn't very familiar with all of that, we always advise you to bring it back, and we offer very good hair care and maintenance of your wigs here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so we wash, we treat, and we make it look new again because we have the right products to use.
Okay.
However, if my client wants to do that, I can always advise on, if they want to do it themselves, I can always advise, but it's always best to have a professional do it for you.
Must we always come to you?
Yeah.
How about the shampoos? I understand you can't use some particular shampoos for.
Exactly.
So what are you to watch out for in the shampoo?
Alcohol-free, because the alcohol dries the hair.
Okay.
So very mild shampoos and all of that. Tresemme is very good, the product Tresemme, which a lot of people use as well.
Okay. Now, prices.
Okay.
Not about your price now. Let's talk generally about pricing.
Okay.
I know that some are more expensive than the others. So
definitely.
It's a class thing.
Yes.
Some people would rather buy for 300,000, 400,000 and have it going for years.
Yeah.
But some would do 100, 60, 50. And you wonder, how come this is cheaper and this is expensive? So tell me more about pricing.
Okay, pricing has to do with how the hair is sourced, where it is sourced from, and if it's raw virgin hair. The more raw ones, the ones that haven't been processed or have things, those are usually more expensive, and those are the ones that last But when it comes to processed hair, where a lot of the hair has been stripped off, is natural thing. So you find that the hair doesn't really last, and they mix in all kinds of fibers into the hair. So those ones will definitely come cheaper than the high quality ones. So it's more about the quality a lot of times.
Okay.
I can tell you, even though a lot of people can decide to cut corners and do all those kind of things, I mean, but literally when you source raw, virgin, unprocessed hair, they're usually more expensive. Without, I mean, it's not been mixed, it's not been altered, nothing has happened to it, yes.
Now, interesting. What's the future right now for the hair industry? Will we continue to get raw and processed hair? More like asking the people that we get this hair from, will they continue having the hair?
It's becoming very limited. I mean, the raw hair is not even available like before. That's the truth. A lot of people are not cutting hair like before, and then you have the people in China that are doing more of the more affordable hair, more affordable. I mean, they say human hair and all. So, and the proper virgin hair is so. It's still. I mean, there's still hair suppliers who still have good hair. It's just to get the right hair supplier. Ideal in quality, honestly. I don't compromise on the hair quality.
Because I understand that some people mix their
mix the quality, mix the types of hair, and then you have all kinds of things happening.
Now let's talk about how to wear your hair.
Okay.
Where to wear it to, and when to wear it. Because you go to a workplace and you see a lady well adorned in this blonde, red, purple hair, human hair, and I just think there's some that are not appropriate for work.
Yeah.
So the lengths differ, the wavy ones as well. It's just about fashion sense.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, the different types of hair basically is an individual thing. And it depends on what works for you. So you find out that some people are very okay. I mean, their businesses, their lifestyles, they're their own bosses, so they can wear what they want to wear.
Okay.
And some people work in very strict environments and they can't wear certain types of hair. So I think it's what works for the environment, what works for the individual person. And then some people, I have clients who say, I can't wear long hair, I can't wear short hair, I can't wear colored hair. Sometimes the color, it depends on how your skin tone would accept the color and how it looks.
But some people do not know this.
I know, right?
So that's what I'm saying. How would you advise, you know, a lady?
That's why for every client whose first says, oh, I want it blonde, I want it that, I always advise for a fitting.
Okay.
So I ask you to come in, let's play around with colors, let's do a fitting and let's see what works for your skin color, your skin tone and your face, and what you're comfortable wearing. So that you don't just buy, except the people who don't see what they're buying and who are, you know, comfortable with the hair color they want. But usually I always advise to come in for a fitting.
Okay.
And then once we're comfortable and we say it works for you, then we go for it.
Some interesting ideas on how to take care of your hair. We'll be back after this break.
Beauty Diaries.
How are you? Today you'll be going with me to two places and I'm going to show you how some things are done when it comes to the woman's world.
If the nail is being fixed in a way that while it's growing, it does not lift, there is no home for water to now penetrate and form moist. So there is nothing now that will now resort to fungi.
So today you'll be going through the process with me on how to have these nails wrapped up with acrylic and all of that, okay? And then from here we'll go to Bookie Lavida Studios, where she'll be taking us through the makeup process.
Contouring is essentially the art of using shade and light to sculpt your face. You can use the art of contouring to create an illusion. So maybe you want your face to appear slimmer or more chiseled. You know, contouring is what you should do.
You're welcome back. We're about rounding off now, so let's get to know more about the hair wig industry. I've been around your premises and I've seen, you know, you have a little place where you do some training, making the wigs, stitching people. And that brings me to my last question, obviously. I'm watching you now, watching this program, and I'm interested in hair. I want to know more about hair. Or some people, they don't even know how to start the hair business. But this is a platform where we encourage people to share their ideas and teach the young ones how to do this business.
Okay.
So if I'm to come into this business, I want to come into this business, what do I have to do, and you know, how do I get trained? Because now a lot of people are offering training services.
Yes. Okay, I was going to talk about that.
Yes.
Okay, I just started my project, which is the Hair Academy. I just opened a hair school. So deciding to give back, I mean, after all the years of all the things I know, and I have a lot of people who send me messages every day. We want to learn, I want to learn how to have your kind of business. I want to learn how to start the hair and wig business. So we decided to start the Hair Academy. So it's basically a training school. So we started the first classes in November this year.
What was the turnout like?
Very good responses.
That means a lot of young girls are interested. Yes,
very good, well. very good. And we're going to have one in Lagos as well. Oh, okay. So we have our classroom, we have our training materials, we have our tutors, and we do a lot of, the syllabus is really rich. So it basically teaches you how to run your own hair business, how to do the wigs, customer service with clients, where to source your hair from. Those are the things I've actually shown my students, how to spot good hair, how to get the best hair, and where to get the best hair from, and how to run your own business. Marketing, it's a full, very, very full course, and it shows you everything.
Okay.
Yeah, and the turnout was really, really, really good. So we had our first class, and we have our students who are doing well now.
That's good.
Yes, they started doing well. They started doing their own businesses.
So you're doing something already?
Yes,
so,
yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's good. Henrietta, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Allowing us come into your space and being part of the program.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you. We wish you the very best in all your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
More prosperity in your business.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice meeting with you today.
Thank you.
Okay, then.
Thank you.
All right.
Henrietta, thank you so much for having us in your space.
Thank you for coming. I'm truly honored to have had you all here today.
Oh, awesome. I appreciate sharing your experience with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wish you the very best in your endeavors.
All right, you too. Thank you.
We've been talking to Henrietta Edet Adimegwu, the celebrity hair queen, and we've been able to talk about some areas in regards to wigs and how to take care of your wigs. I'm sure you've been entertained and informed. So ladies, wear your wigs, flaunt your wigs, real, synthetic, it's yours, take care of it. And don't forget, take care of the hair, your own hair, under wash, condition, make sure you have it wrapped in a silk cap to sleep with, and you know, let it smell well. Let you wash your wigs as well. It's very important because of our kind of weather in Nigeria. And so we wrap up today's edition of Beauty Diaries with Namure. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media platforms. The information is on your screen. We'll be coming up with freebies very soon, so keep watching the program. This is our last edition for the year. In other episodes, you'll be watching flashback of what we brought to you in 2018. We're looking forward to 2019. And in 2019, we'll be talking a lot about weight loss, healthy living, lifestyle, hotels, destinations, and lovely sceneries. So if you want to be a part of this program, please contact us, and we surely want to have you on the program. So from the crew, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you in 2019 by God's grace. I am Namure Adimegwu. Remain beautiful inside and outside. Bye-bye.